Good afternoon, this is Jeff with Sewer Tech Northwest. We're at 5335 Northwest Innisbrook Place here in Portland. We're located, I describe everything as if you're standing, in this case, just in the parking lot facing the front of the house. The cleanout is underneath the staircase, bottommost level of the staircase here. It's even further in there. It's almost underneath the step here just before the landing. It's actually just underneath that landing part there, under where that last step meets it. Anyhow, 4-inch ABS cleanout. We're going to check the overall condition and serviceability of the sanitary sewer line. Water is running. We're zeroed out. Off we go. Looks like the line's transitioning here immediately over to 3034 PVC pipe. Same diameter, 4-inch. Now we're into standard PVC. Camera is upside down right now if you didn't figure that out already. The water is not floating in the air. And now we are into 6-inch concrete pipe. Looks like some amount of updating was done. My guess at some point, that's not typical to this era. Normally, you wouldn't have ABS or PVC. My guess is that the trees out here probably got to the sewer line, and so they took the update out just past where the trees are, which is why you still have some original concrete. The concrete pipe is just likely beyond the point of where it's higher risk for roots to get to it. And there's the main lateral connection there at about 51 feet. And so far, nice looking sewer line. It's clean, drains well. Pretty good shape here so far. We're going to go locate where the line terminates here real quick, and then we'll pull back, have another look. Alrighty, located the camera head successfully. Let's bump my camera there. That might cause the foot counter to not count backwards. Anyhow, where the line ends up hitting the main here is just on the other side of this little parking area, right where the railroad ties kind of meet. I'll show it with a camera. It'll be easier to do it that way. But it runs in a fairly straight shot overall. The line does meander around a little bit, but you go out and locate and look back at the house. It lines up fairly well with where the cleanout's at. All the concrete drains off beautifully. It's in good shape. No issues. So the line here, it looks like it kind of veers into the driveway area and then shoots off across the way. All the PVC pipe looks good too. All the transition joints are nice and tight. No settling problems. And quite a clean sewer line on top of that. People are doing a good job at keeping their bacon grease out of the line. Come on, baby. There we go. I am stoked we got over that. This is a very awkward spot to finagle a camera around under the stairs. The line next down to 3-inch pipe right as you go backwards. We're going to run backwards here until we hit the vertical stack that goes upstairs. And not that you necessarily need to know or want to know, but if you go back into that crawl space area, if you're walking from the driveway back into the crawl space area at the back of the garage and look left when you go in there, you'll see where the main stack drops down, kind of in the dividing wall between this house and the unit to the left of it. Having exposed plumbing like that's actually kind of a nice thing in the event you ever have to do any fixes or repairs. It's nice. Man, I may not be able to get around this turn. This is so awkward. That's as far as we can go there. And at the distance we are right now, we are almost to the very back end of the sewer line. In fact, we may have gone vertical there. Let me back up a little bit. My camera... Oh, we did. Sorry. My camera got flipped around on itself there. That was not actually a turn. That was where the line went vertical to go upstairs. If you notice, the other reason I could tell that, if you notice once you're around here and look at the pipe walls, how there's significantly more grease buildup on them, The reason for that is this is a straight vertical drop here. Kind of counterintuitive to what you'd think. You get far more grease buildup on hard vertical dives than you do in flat spots. The reason for that is that what typically is hot water, or soapy water anyway, that's carrying that grease from your dirty dishes, on those vertical dives like that, those hard drops, the water outruns the grease. It's a thinner, faster moving fluid, and it leaves the grease behind. And so you will very typically, in a house that's got, let's say, a 1/4 inch of grease buildup throughout the entire sewer line, when you go and hit a vertical dive, you'll often have an inch of grease buildup. It's a significant amount more. This line is a very clean sewer line. The amount of grease that's in that vertical drop is actually quite minimal. Most of the line has very little grease to speak of, and in a vertical dive like that, it has basically no bearing on functionality. You'd need some pretty gnarly grease buildup on a dive like that to actually cause a problem. So anyhow, as kind of an idea of the route the line takes, and I haven't located every inch, but I have located where the main is at and then visually following the line. There's your clean out. The line runs over here, it jaunts this direction towards the driveway area, and then about where the for sale sign is there, that white post sticking out of the bark dust, where I picked the locate up is right where this asphalt meets up with the railroad ties there, on the opposite side of the drive. Anyway, good looking sewer line. Good flow end to end. All the pipe is in good condition and or in good condition for its age, i.e. the concrete pipe. Clean, no standing water, or relatively clean anyway. Relative to most homes, this is a very clean sewer line. And the line is functioning properly at this time.